Hello, flame holders. This is Amethyst, and right now I'm in the lab. I'm working on some things for you guys. So I'm in the lab mixing some things up inside the magical laboratory. I'm also going to put a snippet of what I'm doing within this video. So if you watch the full video in its entirety, you will see what I'm working on for you guys. And I'm really excited about this. Hekate's energy is really excited about this. And I feel that you guys are really going to be excited about this. I am veiling today, which means I'm just covering my crown chakra. And that means I'm wearing something over my head. So we're going to get into the video. I have 2 decks of Oracle that I'm going to do. And then I have a tarot that I'm going to do. So we have 3 decks, and this is a shadow work reading dealing with Hekate's energy. Welcome to the magical laboratory, where I mix up spiritual protection tools for you guys. Like, this is exactly what I am created to do, and I'm so happy that I was chosen to do this. And so I call myself like the spiritual scientist, okay? Hence the jacket. But we're going to get into your reading, and like I'm telling you, if you watch this video to its entirety, you will see a snippet of what me and Hekate is cooking up for you inside the magical laboratory. So stick with us because you don't want to miss this. Give me some cards for the reading, Mother Hekate. Okay, so the first 2 cards is teacher, dream job. All right, connections and niche. I'm gonna get one more, 2 more. Promotion and walk away. Okay, so we're gonna feed off of these oracle cards that we came out of. So the first one is teacher. You have a natural ability to impart knowledge and guide others towards their inner light. And I feel that this is definitely so for the person that's going to connect with this, okay? If you are dealing with Hekate's energy in any type of way, and I'm going to be very blunt in this reading because I feel like that somebody needs this reading to be blunt and not to kind of step over the words that is being pushed out of the cosmic energy, all right? You need to hear what is really going on, right? I don't know who that's for, but I just felt like I needed to say that. You're somebody that's a teacher. You are an educator. You are even somebody who can be able to create jobs for other people, opportunities. You're not somebody who will sit back on your knowledge of what you've learned and kind of just say that I'm going to hold that for myself. You're not a gatekeeper. You like to be able to spread the knowledge of what you've learned and the mastery of what you are working on. Confirmation burp, like literally that's the type of person you are. And I feel that this is why Hekate loves to work with your energy. And this is the relationship me and Hekate has. Like, in my life, when I was younger, I was always in child care and development. You know, I felt that was my mission, to be a teacher, to be an educator. So like creating and developing, young adolescents' minds, oh my God, reshaping and watching them grow and pick up knowledge. That is something that I just love. I love to see how their minds expand and how they build, right? And when I was not in my spiritual practice, I wasn't awoken yet, I felt like my mission was to be like an educator, a teacher. But I'm still doing that, but in a spiritual way. So it's like I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. It's like the energy of what I'm supposed to do is the same, but then it's not. It's like I'm doing it for a higher education, right? And it's like God is saying, this is your dream job. This is what you've always wanted to do. There's something that what I'm trying to say, there's something that you wanted to do. And Hekate is saying, you're going back to yourself, but in a way that is different. Maybe if you were into plays and you were a film director, maybe you are creating more spiritual films where you're creating education through that. Maybe you're teaching now. Maybe the same thing that you were doing is kind of the same niche that you're doing now, but the energy and what the higher purpose and what your purpose for is different. Does that make sense? I'm still a teacher, but I'm teaching you about energy protection. I'm teaching you about how to know how to separate yourself from toxic energies. I'm teaching you now about how to choose you in spaces where you did not, right? And instead of teaching children, now I am teaching adults. I'm teaching adults how to protect yourself, because I feel like that it was like God was saying, oh, hold up, you need to go back and do something again, but do it in a different way. I hope that you're picking down what you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, dream job. Did you ever think that you could get paid just for being yourself? And I think that this is something, like I'm saying, it's like even when I started, I'm putting a lot of myself in here because I want y'all to connect. Even when I started becoming more spiritual around 2020, right? That was when I went through my big awakening. That was the big awakening within my life around that time. And when I was in that space, going through everything that I was going through, right? I felt like almost Kanye West energy. Like I felt like maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe everybody's right, because this is what the energy wanted me to believe, right? The same way that it would do you, Divine One, right? Trying to make you feel like your spiritual gifts are curses. And this was something that I had to grow into, learning that this was not a curse. This was a gift that was given to me so that I will be able to be a teacher in a proper way, right? To teach you about your cosmic alignment versus the 3D. Because if you are really not together in the spiritual realm, then how the hell can you even be okay in this 3D realm, right? This ritual line was created for those who are ready to step into the crossroad energy with protection, confidence, and healing and intention. Inspired by my own personal practice, my connection with Hecate, this 3-step ritual system was designed to support you as you navigate your own crossroad, especially when you are seeking clarity, reclaiming your confidence, deepening your practice, and learning how to protect your energetic space. This ritual line contains 13 herbs and 3 oils, and I'm super proud of this, each selected to work together within the ritual experience. The herbs help to create a sacred crossroad atmosphere, while the oils support the intention of shielding, grounding, protection, confidence, and healing, and energetic boundaries. This practice is centered around the idea that your energy is super sacred. Not to mention that me crafting this oil was right around that 8/8 portal, so it had that Lion Gate energy on it, as well as the eclipse that is August the 13th. I'm talking about supernova energy to help you manifest your potential and your greatest confidence and protection. Crossroad energy at its 10-time potent finest. What I love about this ritual line, it was created to protect your energetic boundaries around your road so that you can focus on healing, your growth, and your confidence and your success without worrying about building up that force field of protection, because Hecate is at your side. Hecate represents the crossroad, the keys, the threshold, and the wisdom found within the dark. Her connection to Persephone, which I want to also bring in, is deeply meaningful to this ritual line. Hecate became a guide through the underworld, standing beside Persephone as she navigated a world that required her to discover her own voice, authority, and power. The same symbol is woven into this ritual. You are not entering the crossroad powerless. You are entering with intention. You are learning to recognize your own authority, protect your energy, and trust your discernment. But this starts by reclaiming the parts of yourself that may have become burdened along the way. The 3 steps, the ritual is designed as a 3-step practice, right? But you do not have to begin with all 3 steps. I want to make that clear. You do not have to. If you are new to ritual work, you can begin with one step, become familiar with the practice, and gradually incorporate the others. However, I personally recommend experiencing all three steps together, especially if you are a beginner. Honestly, these three-part system has been a meaningful part of my own practice, and it has helped me to cultivate and deepen a sense of confidence and security and grounding and energetic protection that I could have never done without Hecate by my side. I think of it as building your sacred practice one layer at a time. Okay? This is not a genie in a bottle, though, and I want to say that. This is a ritual. It is not designed to replace your personal work, the deepening shadow work, the intense journaling, all of that things. I still invite you to do that, but bring this along. It is not a shortcut, a guarantee, or like I'm gonna say again, a genie bottle. It is a ritual tool meant to be prepared and placed for you to create better work along the way. It is your ritual, your boundaries, your choice. Healing, okay? Self-awareness and spiritual practice and personal responsibilities, they are all yours and they belong to you. This ritual simply gives you a sacred framework through which to intentionally work with the things that you have. And if you do not already have a sacred practice, like I said, then it's okay, because this one is lined out for you. It comes with intentions. It comes with affirmation. It comes when you should do the ritual. It is all broken down for you. It's created with intention, used with purpose, and honored through ritual. Right? And when I went to school and I started doing research about, my niche, what is it, God? What is it that I am brought here to do? What is my mission? I am here to teach. I'm here to be an educator. I'm here to be a spiritualist that helps you to protect your energy from obscene things that you can't see with the naked eye. All right. And I know a lot of people will say that, oh, this is all, imaginary, but this is real. It is. And there are people that have to be put into situations like me with the humiliation and the isolation and all of that, because of the fact that we are the ones that have to go through these things, because we are the teachers. We are the teachers. And yeah, it is a lot of things that come heavy with the job, but it is a job that is so gratifying to see people come into their awakenings and to see the reshaping. That is something so gratifying, right? And it's like me going to school opened up my eyes to all the different jobs and all the different everyone's testimony. Like being in class, I would listen to my classmates' testimonies like, oh my goodness, I didn't go through this alone. I wasn't going through my spiritual development alone. This is what God is doing. And I remember telling my teacher, like, I feel like an X-Men. I never knew that there was a school for this. So this could be something, this could be confirmation to somebody. Maybe you are being called to go to school for Reiki. Maybe you're being called to go to school to be a divinator, or maybe you're being called to school to be a spiritual coach or a life coach, or maybe you want to create something, and you could be being put around other energies that's like you, and it makes you feel like, wow, this was a calling and it was not a curse. I see what I'm supposed to do. I see now, God, this is what I'm supposed to do. So you could be getting paid, yes, to just be you. You could be now doing something that you felt like, I always wanted to do this, but I just didn't know how to create it into the thing that I wanted to do, right? But it's all connecting. The next card is connections. A special connection will open a door for you in your pathway. It may be a partner, a mentor, a client, or a helpful friend. So there could be some, and didn't I just say this? Being in class, I started to make connections, and they were in alignment with with the mission and the path that I am on right now. All right. And the thing is this, going to school, it really elevated my mind, the way that I saw a lot of things. I even felt, especially coming from Christianity, I want to really highlight that. I felt like a lot of times Is my, like, I want to go back to that. Is my gift a curse? Is the gift that I was given, is this a curse because I see it removing my family? I see that it has removed certain relationship, friendships, and the way that I see things now is so much different. Right? But that was not a curse. That was a gift, because I kept asking Hecate, I kept asking universe to show me, where am I blocked? And it was like, once I said, show me where I was blocked, I started seeing things in a different way. I started seeing things in a different way. Okay. And this pushed me into me waking up spiritually. Waking up spiritually, at the beginning, I felt so isolated, so alone. Like I was going through this by myself. I did not feel like that this was still a gift. Once I started going out there and connecting with people, connections that were like-minded, and seeing how they had created a life around this thing, seeing how this had reshaped them and manifested so much beauty in their life, right? It put me around those connections, and it really, really opened doors, not in a ways of out 3D. It opened doors in me. It opened doors in me to say, wow, okay, I see this. I see this. This is like guru. This is shaman. This is sacred. This is sacred, God. And for you to have given this to me means that you know that I am ready for this path. You know that I'm ready for this path. I just had to find the key within inside of myself. Niche. With your unique experience and fresh perspectives, you would do really well specializing in a niche. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like right now Hecate is putting you at the crossroads where you're going back to something. I don't really feel like that you're finding a niche. For whoever this reading is for, I feel like that you're going back to something, but it's like a remix. It's like, this is the remix, you know? It's like you're combining what you once felt that you wanted to do, and that you felt like I was called to do, and you're now remixing it with something that I have now gained knowledge on. I've gained a lot of knowledge here, right? And look, this card is not even supposed to be the Hermit, okay? Came straight out, and you know the card Hermit means knowledge to go inner, okay? Inner isolation. I feel like you've been isolated in a space, but you have went there and you've had a lot of knowledge. You could have even had done whatever this is before. Like how I said I was a teacher for children. You could have even done this thing before, but like I said, this is the remix. You're doing it in a different way. You're finding your true calling. This is your niche, right? Promotion, elevated earning comes hand in hand, right? With heightened possibility. I feel like this is the life that you have manifested. It was like, show me what I'm supposed to do, and it was like it was always inside of you. You just had to show yourself what it is that you truly was ready to step up for. Some of you, your path was bigger than what you even thought it was for, right? You could have thought, oh, I just wanted to be over here, a little blues singer at this little bar. And God is saying, universe, or whoever you connect with, is saying, I have so much more for you. You just had to be ready. You had to be ready. You were dialing yourself down to this little jazz bar because of the fact that you felt like, I'm not ready. I'm not capable. My songs are not strong. Maybe my vocals are not good. I don't have the band that I need. I don't have this, that, and the third. And Hecate saying, no, I'm seeing that you are going to go far traveling. You're going to be booking shows after shows after shows. And you just felt like this one place was good enough because you didn't see the big picture. But now that you grabbed the key, you know what it is that you want to do. Maybe you don't want to sing jazz anymore, baby. Now you went through something. You got the blues, right? Now you have the blues, and now there's something that you want to sing in that way and manifest from that way. And Hecate is saying you've been promoted, right? Walk away is the next key. What you're doing now isn't working for you, but you are willing to walk away to make room for something bigger. And that's the thing. I feel like you're not even making a fuss about it. It's like, I know that this calls to my soul, and I'm so happy that I can even still do this. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you're being going back to jazz. It's not like you're being removed from music. You have just discovered music in a different way. I'm even hearing sound bowl therapy. You could be doing chakra toned type of sounds now. You could still be doing music, but it's music in a higher vibration. It's music in a different way. It's music in a way that you have now healed yourself. It's music in a way that you've studied, you've learned, okay? And like I'm saying, I'm only using music to give you a blueprint of what I'm talking about, okay? A sample of what I'm speaking of. So there is something that you have sat back and learned, and this is your dream job. It's going to help you to create a lot of new connections. You have sat back in a space and discovered your real niche, and you're being promoted, and you are not afraid this time to walk away. All right, so we're about to get into the tarot cards right now. We know the first one that came up was the Hermit, so we're going to build from that. Right? I feel like there's a lot of new desires that's coming towards you. Self-reflection and knowing of self. All right? Inner guidance. The hard work that you're going to have to put into this, right, is going to create a lot of possibilities. It is going to create a lot of possibilities. And I don't want to sit here and say, oh, this is not going to take hard work. Yes, it is. It's going to take hard work because this is going to create the beginning of a whole new life. This is removing you from that illusion. This is removing you from a place where you probably couldn't even see. I couldn't even see because I was in a space of anxiety. I was in a space of despair. I was in a space of even canceling out my own things because I thought that I wasn't even capable. Right? But I feel like there's a gift. Page of Pentacles. Opportunity. Something that's increasing. God is going to put something right there. Okay? Justice. Hecate is saying my energy is coming in there and I'm giving you justice for something. Maybe this was something that was taken away from you at one point. Maybe this was something that was taken away from you at one point. Yeah, I feel like your money was coming out of your pocket. No matter how much you tried to put into it, it was just not connecting. It could have been the connections that was connected to the thingy. It could have been the mindset that you had at that time. It could have been the self-limiting invite that you were giving your outside energies, okay? It could have been the fact that you felt like I was incapable. It could have been the fact that universe was saying, it could have been the fact that universe was saying at this time, this thing is not supposed to be because I need to clean up some things around you first, right? But there was some work that was being done but it was definitely not, it was not sticking. Poor for business. And like I said, this could have been somebody also doing, this could also be someone that was doing money magic, trying to dispose of everything that you had, right? But Hecate is saying these greedy people, materialistic, all they care about is wealth, right? And this could even be something that's changed within you. You see value and you see alchemy and you see wealth and abundance and prosperity in a different way now, right? You could have been the type of person that was hoarding because you came from hoarders. They could have never throw shit away because they felt like if I ever throw things away, then it would never come back. And I think that's also kind of how you felt when it came around your job and with the mindset that you have. If I leave this bar, I'm going back to the jazz bar. If I leave this bar, will I ever be able to be bigger than this? Because this is the locked mindset that you were in. Right? But I feel that there's a 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is saying that I am stepping up. I'm having courage. I'm protecting myself and I'm fighting. I know that I'm not going to continue to hold on to these self-limiting beliefs because it keeps me anchored in that. And I will never be able to expand and to rise if I do not cut this belief out of my life. All right? The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like in the next few days, I'm hearing, or even weeks for some of you, months, right? That you are going to definitely be having a lot of people that are going to be trying to create bullying energy. I'm going to just say that. Bullying energy. But I am being told, Hecate is saying, stay in the Empress. Stay in that beautiful energy, knowing that you are the Empress. So the sun, it's always there. Do you hear me? You have your beliefs. Don't let go of those. And this is the thing. A lot of these energies do not like the fact that you are like this Seven of Swords energy. You could be an Aquarius, right? You have this type of energy where you're like this. I am going against the grain. I don't give a damn. You could be doing something different. Maybe, like I said, you're coming out of something. Maybe the fact that you were a pastor. Maybe you were a teacher. Maybe you were a something that has to do with religious as well. You could even be you could even have been a Bible educator in some type of way, right? Like I'm saying, you don't have to be a pastor, but it could have done something, dive really deep with the church. And you could be coming away from that. You could be coming away from that. Yes, I see something that's coming into balance. And this could be a relationship, but this could also be an emotional space for you between the masculine and the masculine and feminine energy. That could be balancing out for you, okay? Or you could have had a bad relationship with your mother and your father, right? And this is also why Hecate's energy is here, as well as Persephone's, right? Because of the fact that you are someone who basically had to do this life almost alone in a 3D aspect. You have so many spirit guides that are around you all the time. All the time. Okay, so give me something on this Five of Swords. One last card on the Five of Swords. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take another one too. All right, so I see that somebody that was in competition with you. This could have been a male, okay? This could have been a male. This person could have been a bearer of really bad news. They want to give you some type of bad news, right? They're in competition, achievement, very focused on, are you making it? Because if you're making it, then I need to know, because now that's going to make me feel bad, right? So let's get some messages. This is the last deck. All right. Advocate. I will find so much fulfillment in working for a case that you truly begin. For a call. Oh, I will find so much fulfillment in working for a cause that you truly believe in. All right. So I feel like this is working for something that you believe in truly. This is spirit. I feel like you believe in this energy. This is not something that you were just saying. A lot of these energies could be saying, oh, you know, you flip flop. You don't know what you want to do because you've always been trying to find yourself, right? But I feel like this is who you truly are. You found yourself, but you don't have to prove yourself to nobody, all right? Because these are karmic connections. And you are having divine guidance at this time, right? You're creating a new life for you. This is a new blossom. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a new blossom. Success. This is the opening of a new beginnings. New surprises, new connections, new love, right? This is justice. Justice. You had that twice. Okay? Over a Nine of Swords. Somebody who really wanted you to sit back and always be in some type of illusion. Oh, I'm not able to do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do this. Oh, I will never leave this religion because I feel tied to it. And if I do, you're going to demonize me. You don't give a fuck. You're just, and listen, and that's just like me. My past energies will say, oh, we used to be, you know, in church every day, da 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 da. That shit did not resonate with me. And I'm not going to be dismissive to someone else's religion. If that is what you subscribe to, then that is what you subscribe to. I feel like everything has God in it. Everything has God in it. Even evil has God in it. Okay? And so if someone does not want to subscribe to your religion, then that should not be now where you sit back and you cast judgment, ridicule, and now you feel like you want to police them into a religious situation. That is cult. That is an occult type of an energy. That is not an inviting, oh, I'm trying to, that is an occult type of energy. And if anybody is doing that to you, you need to get the hell away from them. You need to get the hell away from them, okay? Because it's nobody's business what your religious or spiritual purposes is. Now, because of the fact that I am out there as on social media and this is my content, then I do have some regards to tell you, yes, I am spiritual. I practice all things because all things are God. Right? And if there's any judgment towards that, then this is your opportunity to go ahead and leave now. But as far as judgment, I would rather have 1,000 different religions around me and be cool with each and every last one of them. But the person that starts to give judgment, that's the person who needs to get the fuck out of my space. Because I do not fuck with people who want to sit back and judge, because who the hell are you to ever do that? Who are you to ever do that? All right, now that that's said. Intuitive Kev. I feel like now you're using your intuition. You're using your intuition, and this is what's leading you to your son. You're not sitting back in spaces no more where you're going around and you're saying, oh, I'm going to do what you say because, oh, this is this and that. No, you're not doing that no more, Divine One. And I am so happy for you. Continue to do that. Of course, it's going to come with a lot of people saying you're a lot of things. But when you don't give a fuck and you have the energy over you, you're protected, you're knowing you're minding your business and you doing everything that you need to do, stay focused on that. You're being promoted because you walked away. And this is why these energies are mad. All right. Hecate saying, don't give two shits. Continue to focus on you and continue to level up and do what you need to do, which is choose you. Choosing you is the reason why you are starting to go through this level up, because you have now said, I am not going to sit back in spaces no more and choose shit that does not connect to me no more, no matter what it is. Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it a mindset? You're looking deep within yourself and you're saying, what is it that I really want to do? Because whatever it is that you want to do, Hecate is saying, I'm holding your hand the same way I did Persephone's, and I'm going to help you to gain access to your inner strength. Walk away, not because of the fact that you're mad and you're bitter. Walk away because this is not your authentic self. And you are now going to go wherever your authentic self calls you to. You will find so much more fulfillment in working for a cause that you truly believe in. Whatever it is you're doing right now, do you truly believe in it? Is that a relationship? Do you believe in this connection? Is it a family? Do you believe in this connection? Is it a job? Do you believe in that connection? This is what Hecate is saying right now with this shadow work reading. There's somewhere that you are not feeling drawn to this thing anymore. She wants you to sit down and connect with her energy because y'all need to talk.